Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Introduce myself. My name is Vera Riana. I will presentation about the topic on VOA learning English. Now, see my screen about VOA learning English. This is there are okay. This is about 14 topics. The first, art and culture. Click here. Let's see. I chose Japanese garden, beach, indoor, outdoor space. This is a audio about Japanese gardens, beach, indoor, outdoor space. I can review about the topic. I learned in the unit stage gardens that are inspired by Japanese style gardens have indoor and outdoor space, and now many Americans like gardens that connect indoors and outdoors. Therefore, can learn to care for the environment, and one way to do this is by taking care of the garden frequently. How to learn? The way I learn it is by listening to the audio by increasing the volume until it sounds very clear. I also repeat myself in learning it. And once in a while, when I don't understand or can't hear clearly from the audio, I open the text in VOA. This is text in VOA about the Japanese gardens, beach, indoor, outdoor space. When I don't understand or can't hear clearly from the audio, I open the text in VOA. Now, and the discount, I choose topic about education. Click in here. The topic is education and subtopic students learning English had a difficult time during the pandemic. It is. Click.
A research center has found that students learning.
Okay, this is audio from the topic about student learning English had a difficult time during the pandemic, and I learned the with the consortium, a research group based at the University of Wisconsin, released a study on English language students. It found English proficiency and growth in English study decreased during the reader test is used to find out whether a student should remain in an English language classroom or join the general student population. Biggest decreases were in speaking. Students in primary and secondary schools saw the greatest declines, while high school students improved in areas such as listening and reading. Instead of being tested every 12 months, students take tests between 9 and 15 months apart, and students who take the 1-year test might not take the test again. While Texas has a statewide test to measure performance, it was not mandatory for all students last year. And the next, how to learn. Listening carefully to the audio on the topic and repeat listening to it. And if I don't understand it, I will look at the text that is already in the file. And benefit from the topic, we can use it as a reference to continue learning fluent English skills. And the unit is on the system to figure out where the need is and target research and attention and support to choose areas. And next, the third topic I choose about systems and technology. Click in here. And subtopic, systems find wells 8. This is audio about the scientists find wells at a lot, and I learned the scientists recently carried out a study to find out how much blue whales and some of their closest relatives eat in a day. The blue whales living in the North Pacific Ocean can eat about 14 metric tons of krill. That means blue whales eat around 30 tons of food every year. And Sapoka also described the blue whale size as unimaginable. Blue whales are larger than even the biggest dinosaurs. To measure the amount of food the whales eat and study eating behaviors, the research used many devices. There was another important part of the study, knowing how much was the whales exploit. This was material provides important nutrients for ocean ecosystem by eating so much and then producing waste material. Marine whales help nutrients stay on the sea surface. These nutrients help to form phytoplankton, extremely small organisms that take in carbon. Phytoplankton serve as the base of ocean food web. So, that supporting well recovery might help prepare ecosystem functionless in the past 100 years. And how to learn? My way is to listen to the audio with a loud volume and use a headset to make it clear, then repeat the audio. Benefit: I can find out how the whale eats, how much it eats, and its very large body shape. Also, it turns out that well-doing is very useful in the marine ecosystem. Okay, this is my presentation. Next presentation, and please, my partner, Aminatuz Zahroh. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here, I will continue my friend's explanation. And today, I will choose the topic is the language of an international health crisis. For the first topic. Okay, here listen the audio of the language of international health crisis.
Contact tracing work. Even native English speakers may not fully know the answers to these questions. As English learners, you have probably noticed some words and phrases you do not understand when reading reports about the new coronavirus. Today, we look at some of the most common COVID-19 terms. We can start with epidemic versus pandemic. An epidemic is when a disease spreads through a population and affects many individuals at the same time. An epidemic may affect a community, province, or even a whole country. A pandemic is a kind of epidemic, one that spreads to a much larger area, or even worldwide. Like many medical-related terms in English, the word comes from Greek.
Okay, here there is the questions. What is the difference between pandemic and epidemic? I will answer. An epidemic is when a disease spreads through a population and affect many individuals at the same time. An epidemic may affect a community, province, or even a whole country. A pandemic is kind of epidemic, one that spreads to a much larger area or even worldwide, like many scale relate term in English. The word come from Greek. Pan means all or every. The second part of the word demic comes from the Greek word demons, meaning people. On March, the World Health Organization WHO declared the coronavirus crisis a pandemic. At a news conference that day, the WHO's Director General said, "Pandemic is not a word to use lightly or carelessly." He was reminding people that the word is used only for the most extreme and dangerous situation. So, for the second questions, do infectious and contagious mean the same thing? Okay, I will answer. COVID-19 is infectious and contagious. Infectious, the adjective form of infection, describe a disease that are spread through the environment. Malaria, for example, is an infectious disease. Humans contract the disease through mosquito bites. Malaria, however, is not contagious or able to be passed from one person to another. You already know that COVID-19 is easily passed person Common colds and the seasonal flu are also contagious and infectious disease. So the third questions, how exactly does contact tracing work? I will answer. Experts know that asymptomatic people can spread the disease. This is partly why officials are urging people to stay at home as much as possible. In some cases, whole countries were put in lockdown, a state of restrict movement put in place as a security measure. Most people around the world are social distancing. This term is new to everyday English. The U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) used it to describe the act of avoiding gathering and staying about 2 meters away from other people. The World Health Organization is now using the terms physical distancing instead of social distancing. The term is a little more exact because people can socialize without being near one another. Social distancing is less extreme than quarantine and isolation. Isolation spread sick people who have a contagious disease from people who are not sick. Okay, guys. My summary here. I think there is the difference between pandemic and epidemic. So next for my second topic. My second topic here. Everyday grammar shortened statements with the word to. Okay, we watch this video first.
Hi, John. What is on your mind today?
I was talking about plans, activities, and events with some of my friends recently. Sentences such as, I would like to, I want to, or I'll try to, appeared very often. For example, my friend told me, you don't have to come to the event. And I said, well, I would like to.
Oh, yes. The word to is very useful for shortening statements.
That's right. Shortened statements are helpful for moving discussions along.
Americans often shorten infinitive phrases when they repeat information. A phrase is a group of words that acts like an idea in a sentence. It can make up part of a clause. Consider the example you gave earlier. You don't have to come to the event.
I could have said, well, I would like to come to the event. But instead, I said, well, I would like to.
The words to come to the event are what we might call repeated information. There's not really a need to repeat such information if both speakers know what is being discussed.
English speakers often shorten statements with the word to after a few common verbs or verb forms. Want, try, or would like.
That is why statements such as I want to, I'll try to, or I would like to are so common.
Should we try to discuss other kinds of shortened statements in future videos?
Yes, John. We'll try to. And that's everyday grammar.
Okay, guys. From this video, the word to is very useful for we make a sentence like I want to, I try to, I would like to. This is the shortest statement for a sentence. Okay, next for the third topic, I choose English in a minute. Keep me in the loop.
Welcome to English in a Minute from home. A loop is a circular shape formed when something thin crosses over itself.
Diana, are you going to Reggie's social distance birthday party? I can't remember what time to be there.
I am. I think the invitation said 6. Or maybe it said to keep 6 feet apart. I think I'll call him.
Okay, cool. Keep me in the loop.
To keep someone in the loop means to keep them informed of something that is happening. Think of the loop as a circle. If you are inside of it, you know what's going on. If you're not, you don't. And that's English in a minute.
Okay, guys. In this video, from the topic, keep me in the loop. To keep someone in the loop means keep me in the loop means to keep them informed for something. When that is happening, think of the loop as a circle. If you are inside of it, you know what's going on. If you are not, you don't. Okay, guys, maybe that's all my explanation. I give to my friend again, Vera Riana.
Okay, thank you for my partner, Aminatuz Zahroh. Okay, that's all the presentation about the topic on for our learning English. I hope this presentation benefits for all. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.